Hi there and welcome to my channel. Today I'm very excited to be part of the blog hub for the Altenew January 2019 release of the new stamps, dies, and stencils. And there's so much in this release that you are going to love. So what I'm going to use for this project is the Floral Frame Heart die. And this die is gorgeous. It's this frame, it's a heart-shaped frame with this really delicate kind of lace little flowers inside the heart. So what I'm doing is I'm going to cut 5 frames or 5 hearts in this case out of white cardstock, and I'm using marshmallow cardstock. It's a little bit thicker than regular cardstock, and I think it's going to help me for this layer. Now what I did is you're going to see that once I cut them, I left just one of them. I was very careful not to take all the little pieces from inside the flowers. I want to keep kind of a little bit more of a chunky kind of embossed look to the inside flowers. You're going to see in a little bit. So all I'm doing right now is I am using the negative part of one of the cuts just to pencil the shape of the heart on my layout. I want to have kind of a vertical movement of heart in the middle of the page where I'm going to nestle my picture. And for this, I'm just going to pencil them. I'm using a 2H pencil. So there's going to be, I'm not going to leave that much trace. It's going to be easier to erase. And why am I actually adding this pencil line is because I'm gonna add some color within the heart, like with that pencil line that I created. And for this, I pulled out some of the Altenew Crisp Ink that match the colors of the washi tape. I think it's Flurries of Flowers, and there has a lot of like burgundies and purples and this rich coral. So I'm gonna use some of those. I think I'm using soft lilac, pink pearl, puffy heart, just colors that are gonna match those tones. And all I'm doing is I'm using a little finger dauber just to bring, or a little sponge, just to bring some of the color onto the heart. And that's what I'm penciling. And you're going to see that I add a little bit of ink. I clean it a little bit, so I don't want to like create little dots of ink on my paper. I haven't prepped the paper. There's no yeso on it. So all I'm doing is just adding ink onto the shape. And you're going to see that I'm creating the shape of the heart. I'm trying to diffuse the color as much as I can. And super simple. And like I said, I am going to go ahead and mix a few of the colors. I'm using lilac because there's a lot of purples on the flowers on the washi tape, even though at the end I didn't show as much as I thought it was going to, but still I love the way this turned out. So you're going to see, I'm going to take it off camera because I'm not going to show you everything that I did. But like I said, I used a lot of corals and pinks and purples to create that. Now, while the ink sets, I went ahead and glued quite a big piece, not of the washi tape, is from Altenew, to a piece of vellum. I did not want to make the flowers white. I want to keep them translucent. I wanted the hearts to be the background, and I didn't want the flowers to take that much away from the frame. Even though you're going to see that they're the things that pop more out of on the layer, still love the way this turned out. So once I glued it to the piece of vellum, I'm going to go ahead and start fussy cutting around it. This took quite a bit of time, even though I'm not going to use that many flowers. But I went very detailed. I cut little leaves. I cut all the little pieces of the flowers just to create. You're going to see it's a handful of flowers. And I love, love, love fussy cutting. It's therapeutic. I just popped in a movie. And since I'm home by myself, it was actually pretty cool to do this. So this is a picture of my daughter and I actually on my birthday. And it's very rare that my daughter smiles like she's a teenager. So I thought that it was great for this layout, and I'm going to use one of the papers in the reflection kit that has the same tones, those purple tones and those fuchsia tones, just to back the picture. Now that I have everything ready, I'm going to go ahead and set up the layout. And this layout is super simple, but I love the way it turned out. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some glue around the edge of the heart. I don't want to glue the centers of the flowers. I want to have them kind of moving around. So you're going to see that I'm carefully adding glue straight just to the edges of the heart, and I'm going to glue them right on top of the hearts that I inked on the background. Nothing special. Now you're going to see right now what I was telling you before about that I was very careful with one of the hearts not to take away all the little centers of the little leaves and branches that are inside the frame. I don't know, I wanted to have this look of an embossed little leaves, and I thought that because it was going to be the darkest color, but the more vibrant color on this layer, it will look it will give a more definition, especially because the picture is going to go there. So I don't want it to just disappear. I wanted to show a little bit on the layout. Now that's in place. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of foam adhesive behind the picture just to prop it above the hearts. I don't, like I said, I want to create a separation between them even though they're in the same layout. Once I have that in place, all I'm going to do is going to start building a few clusters around the layout. And I didn't add that many. Like I said, I've kept it very simple. All I'm going to do is add a little bit of foam adhesive behind it. And that's one of the reasons why I added or what I glued the washi tape onto vellum is because I wanted to keep the translucency of the flowers. I didn't want it to be, when you glue them to paper or to cardstock, you take away the translucency of the washi. So adding them to vellum, it just kind of helps a little bit to keep that translucency. And all I'm doing right now, you're going to see is I'm just going to build a cluster at the bottom right corner of the picture. I'm going to make sure that when I add my flowers or when I'm adding them, I don't hide the heart that's underneath. You're going to see that I'm very careful. I don't want to take away the heart. I think that's pretty much the focal point of my layout. So once I have that done, and like I said, I kept it very simple, I went and built another cluster at the top left corner of the picture. Again, here there's two hearts that are joined together at this point. So I'm going to use just some of the smaller flowers to create a small cluster. And then I'm going to add a little enamel heart, a gold heart from my stash, just to add a little bit of, I'm going to say shine to the page. That's about it. Super simple. Like I said, I was very careful to fussy cut some flowers because I wanted to use all those little leaves because the frame has all these tiny little branches. I want it to be very dainty and delicate. Now, once I have that done, I'm going to bring a bit more of the purple into this layer. So what I'm going to do is I trim a bit of the paper, of the sides of the paper, just to make sure that when I glue it onto the same paper that I used to back the picture, again from the reflection kit, that it kind of centered the heart. Now that I have that in place, I'm going to use one of the papers just as a guide to help me keep everything straight. And you're going to see that all I'm going to do is just glue the pieces that I cut right onto the back of the layout to form again the 12 by 12 inch. Once I have that in place, I went through the reflection kit and I found this little chipboard frame that said you and I, sorry. And I thought that was the perfect title for this layout because the picture of my daughter and I, and like I tell you before, she's getting to the teenage years, so it's really hard to get her to smile lately. I was there too, and I know how she feels. So I don't, I understand, but it's hard, as a mom, it's a totally different situation than when I was a daughter. So, I don't want to go away from the layout, but, so I want to cherish those moments with her. So I created this layout about the two of us. So you're going to see that all I'm going to do is take advantage of those flowers that I have left over, going to say, from creating the cluster, just to create a small cluster across from where the picture is located. And then I'm going to add my title there. After that, you're going to see that I'm just going to add a few stickers. Like I said, I added an enamel heart to the top left corner of the picture. And I'm going to just add a sticker that says good times to the bottom of the picture. I don't want to add lots because I don't want to take away from the heart. Now, what I'm going to use is the enamel dots from the Altenew December release, the embellishments. I bought them all because they are so handy and they match the colors of the inks, which is perfect. So I'm just adding a few right around the clusters and around the title just to complete my triangle. It's going to bring more of the purple and those pinks that I already have in the layout and the corals. I'm going to add the date, and then I'm going to add a few lines of journal right at the bottom of the heart that I said that I kept the one that's below the picture, sorry. I'm just going to add a few lines of journal saying that I was very happy she spent the day with us and actually get to smile for a picture. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, super simple layout, did not take that long to put together, and I love the way it turned out. Now you're going to see the close-ups, and you're going to see how beautiful the frame is, how delicate, and I'm sure you want to add it to your stash. So make sure you check my blog. You can find the link at the bottom of this video. And joining the hobby, there's a chance to win some gift certificates to the store. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you back in a bit with another video for the Altenew blog hub. Take care.